Gold regains positive traction and stalls the overnight pullback from the all-time peak. 1. Gold regains positive traction and stalls the overnight pullback from the all-time peak. 2. Retreating U.S. bond yields prompts some USD profit-taking and benefits the ZAO USD. 3. Geopolitical risks and the U.S. political uncertainty contribute to the intraday move up. Gold price, ZAO USD, witnessed an intraday turnaround on Wednesday and tumbled around $50 after hitting a fresh record high, around the $2,760 region. Against the backdrop of slightly overbought conditions on the daily chart, a further rise in the US Treasury bond yields and a stronger US dollar, USD, prompted some profit taking around the non-yielding yellow metal. That said, the U.S. political uncertainty ahead of the November 5 presidential election and Middle East tensions assisted the safe haven commodity to stall the corrective slide ahead of the $2,700 mark. This, along with a modest USD pullback from its highest level since July 30 and retreating U.S. bond yields, attracts some dip buyers around the gold price during the Asian session on Thursday. That said, the prospects for smaller interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve, Fed, should act as a tailwind for the buck in the U.S. bond yields amid deficit spending concerns after the U.S. election. Moreover, signs of stability in the equity markets might cap the ZAO USD. Traders now look to the flash PMIs for fresh insight into the global economy and short-term impetus. Daily Digest market movers. Gold price attracts some dip buyers and draws support from a combination of factors. 1. The US dollar and the US Treasury bond yields shot to their highest level in 3 months, triggering an intraday profit-taking slide in the gold price on Wednesday. 2. The incoming robust US macro data suggested that the economy remains on strong footing and dampened hopes for a more aggressive easing by the Federal Reserve. 3. Furthermore, the recent comments from a slew of influential Fed officials suggested the central bank will proceed with modest interest rate cuts over the next year. 4. The CME Group's Fed Watch tool indicates that traders are pricing in over a 90% chance that the Fed will lower borrowing costs by 25 basis points in November. 5. Meanwhile, the odds of former President Donald Trump winning the November 5 U.S. presidential election fuel speculations about the launch of inflation-generating tariffs. 6. Investors remain concerned that the spending plans of both Vice President Kamala Harris and the Republican nominee Donald Trump will further increase the deficit. 7. The Israeli military carried out airstrikes in southern Lebanon and Beirut's suburbs after Hezbollah fired rockets at 2 bases near Tel Aviv and west of Haifa. 8. This comes on top of the impending Israeli strike against Iran, in retaliation to the latter's ballistic missile attack on October 1 and lends support to the ZAO USD. Technical outlook. Gold price technical setup warrants caution for bulls, short-term ascending channel breakdown in play. From a technical perspective, the overnight breakdown below a short-term ascending trend channel support could be seen as a fresh trigger for bearish traders. Moreover, negative oscillators on hourly charts suggest that the path of least resistance for the gold price is to the downside. That said, it will still be prudent to wait for a convincing break below the $2,700 mark before positioning for any further losses. The ZAO USD might then accelerate the corrective decline towards the $2,685 intermediate support en route to the $2,672-$2,670 strong horizontal resistance breakpoint. On the flip side, the ascending channel support breakpoint, around the $2,700-$2,732 area, now seems to act as an immediate hurdle. The next relevant resistance is pegged near the $2,750 region, above which the gold price could resume its well-established uptrend and climb further towards the $2,770-$2,775 zone before aiming to conquer the $2,800 round figure mark. Fundamental overview. The minor pullback in the USD alongside the US Treasury bond yields could be attributed to a stabilizing market mood in Asia, following Wall Street's tech sell-off overnight. U.S. equity futures rebound amid a risk reset after investors breathed a sigh of relief on Tesla Inc.'s encouraging earnings report. Tesla reported adjusted earnings of 72 cents per share for the quarter, above the average analyst estimate and snapping 4 consecutive quarters in which the measure missed expectations, per CNBC News. The company said its Cybertruck, which it first delivered late last year, has reached profitability for the first time. The further upside in gold price, however, remains at the mercy of the upcoming euro area and the US preliminary business PMI data. Investors will seek cues on the health of the global economy, impacting risk sentiment and safe havens such as the USD, gold price, etc. The US S&P Global Preliminary Manufacturing PMI is seen ticking higher to 47.5 in October from September's 47.3, while the services PMI is set to edge a tad lower to 55.0 in the same period from 55.2 in September. Meanwhile, the market's nervousness ahead of key U.S. earnings reports and the presidential election will also play its part in driving the sentiment around gold price. Any potential decline in gold price is likely to be bought into, as buyers could re-emerge on gold's safe haven demand due to the November 5 U.S. election and the ongoing Middle East conflict.
Friends, thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.